Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. BrothersTrucks.com, your #1 source for 1947 to 87 Chevy and GMC truck restoration. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. JL Remote Tuning, custom remote tuning for GM LS style engines. And by Oil Undercoating, the official oil-based rust prevention system.
Welcome to Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Believe me when I tell you this next product is amazing. These bikes are all electric, believe it or not, and they're called Megavolt electric cycles. Chris, tell me how this bridges the gap between a motorcycle and a scooter.
The main difference is this falls in the realm of scooter, which is considered low horsepower mobility that doesn't require the same, legalities as a full-size motorcycle. So with these bikes, you don't need a special license, you don't need a motorcycle license in order to ride one.
You got a neighborhood where you can ride these in the neighborhood, if drag strip, anything like that, these would be a perfect application.
Absolutely. I mean, for all intents and purposes, they could be anything from a pit bike to, a beach cruiser to cruise the strip with, or to use at the campground. They're electricals, so you don't have the noise. It's amazing, really, of what all you can really use them for.
Now everyone's going to ask, what's the top speed?
The base model does right at the 46, 47 mile per hour, so just under 50.
All right, and then range is probably the next question you get.
Range, you have some variables. Is it hilly? What size is the rider? To average it out, 40 to 43 miles is the range spec for them.
Now this is the EVLM. The LM stands for Little Monster.
Right, yeah.
What are some of the features on this one to make it cool?
Yeah, right. This is a nice unit, front and rear hydraulic disc brakes. Your LED display, just starting at the front here. The LED front bug eye headlight there, and alloy wheels. Of course, there you've got your front hydraulic fork suspension, and in the rear, of course, you have the monocoil single shock in the rear, along with this base model that has the hub motor. The actual motor is in the wheel itself. The motor's not up in the middle of the unit. The motor is actually in the wheel, which is kind of interesting. And so all the power, it's not just going to the wheel, it's already at the wheel. It is part of the wheel.
Fewer parts to break, but if something were to go wrong, how easy is it to get parts?
Yeah, parts are actually really easy to get. I mean, as everybody knows, with places, with stores like Amazon and some of these other, and I'm speaking of people other than us. I mean, we stock most of the main items that are what we consider wearable parts. We stock those, so they're very easy to get from us. We stock additional parts that, to where you can, fully customize any way you want to. Add phone holders or, cup holders, whatever you want, It's like, your mind goes on and on with that stuff. But yeah, plenty of opportunities, plenty of companies to get any of these parts. Tires, even the hub motors, controllers, foot pegs, grips. Everything's standard really, the handlebars, similar to a motocross dirt bike. So when it comes to these parts, they interchange real well, very easily.
What's it like to charge a Megavolt electric cycle?
You can do it a couple different ways. If you use the regular home receptacle inside your garage at 120 volts, it takes 6 to 8 hours, so call it overnight, let's say. You just charge it back up overnight and you're ready to go again the next morning. If you do have 220 volt, it actually cuts the charging time in half, which is of course an advantage if you can have that power, because that cuts things down to 4 to 5 hours, you're fully charged again.
Chris, what if I want to go faster?
Faster? Well, we have on this EVM6 a high-performance kit that we're just now bringing on. And this changes everything, actually, and we're going to be stocking these this fall.
How much extra speed do I get out of that with the performance kit?
This changes from the hub motor we talked about earlier. This makes it a mid-point motor kit, which changes the torque and speed curve. And you're talking about going from 46, 47 miles an hour up over 70 miles an hour.
Well, I tell you what, while you're going to the internet to megavoltcycles.com to get one for yourself, I'm going to take this one out for another ride. We'll be back with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings and more great products when we come back. Here at Motorhead Garage, we specialize in showing you all the latest and greatest aftermarket products for your vehicle. But if you want to dig deeper into the technical side of things, you're going to love Tech Garage. John Gardner, Josh Ellis, and I take you inside vehicles to diagnose problems, explain the systems, and make the fix. You can find past episodes of Tech Garage on our YouTube page, and we're pleased to announce that there's a new season of Tech Garage on the way in 2023. Get your automotive fix-it fix with a new season of Tech Garage coming in January to Motor Trend.